She's in love with my high ride. It's my big V8 that really gets her off.
Special thanks to industry leaders, Parts Canada, and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Pirelli Night Dragon motorcycle tires. Dynatunes, motorcycle tuning experts. Welcome to Bikertv, by bikers, for bikers. This week on Bikertv, we're checking out the world's oldest production motorcycle at the Dealey Motorcycle Exhibition in Vancouver, BC. We're hanging out with over 100,000 of our closest friends at Port Dover's Friday the 13th. We're checking out Harley's XR 1200, the newest addition to the Parts Canada Superbike series. We're at Bikertv HQ for the second annual Cruisin' for a Cause poker run. But first,
we call this the parts bike. Started out as just a bunch of randoms. Picked up the motor last year for a couple G's. Bought this wheel from Billy Lane probably 9-10 years ago. The rest of it's scrap. I never bought a piece on this bike except for the brass. The tubing is leftovers from this bike and leftovers from that bike. And I just went with what I had. And it was just tired of building show bikes for myself. You build crazy bikes with fat tires and long front ends and they're kick to look at, but they're not fun to go down the road sometimes. So this is me. Kickstart only, shovel head, jockey shift, Springer front end, flat black, hot rod. It's just everything that I love about custom bikes. This is one of our Sportster conversion bikes. Belongs to a friend of mine named Billy. Met a couple years ago. It's hard to believe, but he originally rolled in here and said he wanted to build something totally low budget, flat black and simple and none of that kind of stuff going on. Turned into probably the craziest Sportster bike that we've built so far. Full custom frame, drop seat, custom tank, custom handlebars, custom forward controls. Probably one of the coolest custom oil tanks we've designed yet. Everything on it is either polished, no chrome going on at all. We got some nickel plating, gold leaf in the paint. Kind of a mix between 70s old school style with a lot of modern twists going on. Like I said, started out as a 2004 Sportster and just kind of went from there.
Yeah, I decided to challenge Jay and see what he could do and see how crazy he could make it. So, I told him I wanted twisted hex bars, so we went ahead and did that with an acetylene torch. Said I wanted some hidden handlebars with a Springer front end. He did that. Old shovel head rigid. The first bike that we know of with a single-sided swing arm and a laced wheel.
I started riding at, I would assume 7 or 8 years old on a little Honda Trail 70 that my dad brought home. And ever since then I've just been addicted to bikes. Got away from it for a number of years through high school, building muscle cars and trucks and that sort of thing. And about 1993 or 94, my brother moved in with me out here. And we started tinkering on bikes, called ourselves Glatz Hot Rod Bikes, and went from there. I had a nasty crash a few years later, head-on collision into a BC Transit bus, and the nickname Suicidal got tagged on me. It stuck, and we incorporated the business in 1996 as Suicidal Cycles, and it's just been no turning back ever since. We started doing Sportsters back in the day just because it was cheap. You couldn't afford to buy an 80-inch Harley from S&S for $7,000 or $8,000, so we bought used Sportsters that were, basically somebody's junk. and built bikes that we ended up winning shows with. You know, the very first bike I built for a customer was a Lunatic Fringe, and it was a Sportster bike, and we won every show we took it to that first summer. The Shovelhead comes from, I just think it's the coolest motor Harley's ever built. It looks good. My dad's into aircraft, and the Shovelhead motor looks the most like an old radial aircraft motor. It's just very mechanical. You can hear it running. It has the ultimate in the Harley sound that the new motors just don't have.
After the break, the world's oldest production motorcycle.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser. Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in. As far as you can go, always the right solution. Metzler ME880 Marathon. Bikertv is proudly supported by Hip Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. SBB, Ontario's ultimate biker bar. Dynatunes, motorcycle tuning experts. Motorcycleinsurance.ca, we insure your passion. Closed captioning by Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
This is 116-year-old technology that there's a few points on here that they're actually using today. Some of it is rudimentary, but some of it is really finely engineered. Now, this is a 2-cylinder motor, and it's almost 1,500 cc's, but only because of the length of the stroke in it. Now, if you look carefully, you'll notice that the connecting rods come right out of the back of the engine, because they're connected to the pistons, and go to the rear wheel. Now, the only thing inside that engine are the pistons. Everything else is external, which makes the rear wheel becomes your flywheel. And if you look in the center of the rear wheel, you'll see the camshaft is that small rotating disc that's there, and the cam follower goes up and operates the valves. And the elastic bands on the side are there to pull it over top dead center each time. It's a replica, but it's a replica of the very first motorcycle ever made for production. This is water cooled, So the water's in the back in the fender, and it works on convection. Cold water to the engine, hot water back to the fender for cooling. Lubrication for the engine is in the frame. It goes down the frame, through the sight glass, and drips on the pistons at the back, and it's total loss. Now the tricky thing is a firing order for this thing. There's a fire box in the front, like a small Bunsen burner, that you would heat up a glow plug and start a fire in the box, and there's 2 hollow tubes that come out of the firebox and go into the combustion chamber. So on one stroke, it creates a vacuum, it sucks the mixture into the cylinder, and on another stroke, it sucks the fire through the hollow tubes, it fires the mixture and sends the power out the back. See, now this is your throttle up here, which in turn makes this your intake manifold, and down at the bottom is the exhaust manifold. And the bike is called a Hildebrand Wolfmuller from 1894. This is more of the feature area here, because we have a Vincent, 1949 Vincent Rapide. And Trev brought this in 25 or 30 years ago, and it's exactly the way he got it. It's like this is not a restoration. And when Trev got it, he put it straight into the exhibition. But the Bruff Superior, when Trev bought that, he brought it to us in the service department when we were down on Broadway, and the fishtails were missing. And we had the manufacturer set of fishtails for it. But other than that, again, this is exactly how he found that. Now, Lawrence of Arabia owned 7 of these. He should have only owned 6.
Stay tuned for Port Dover's Friday the 13th and Harley's new XR 1200. Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own. Hobtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada.
The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Bikertv is proudly supported by G. Bork, lowest price guaranteed. Toad Cycle Works, doing it right since 1979. Kent County Customs, sweet customs and service in New Brunswick. Cruisers Custom Cycles, a passion for excellence. Eldridge's, toys for big boys. I love the look of this bike. It's very reminiscent of Evel Knievel.
Yeah, it's really kind of retro looking, especially with the rear tail section off of, it's very similar to the flat trackers that you see, the XR 750s, and yeah, it's a retro feel of a motorcycle, but with all the state-of-the-art components. So
I like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's not so swoopy.
No.
I'm going to call it swoopy.
Yeah, it's not very aggressive, and it doesn't have that same seating position as a Japanese motorcycle and that sort of stuff, and it really should bring a whole new sound to the racetrack here in Canada. This year, we're proud to present, there will be a Harley-Davidson XR 1200R Cup presented by the Parts Canada National Superbike Series.
Ah, so you're racing on one of these.
This one right here is actually my motorcycle. I rode it at Mosport last season for the first time just to get my legs wet, see what it was like.
Someone buying one of these, they'd obviously go to race school or...
Yeah, if you want to buy a Sportster, you can ride it anywhere your little heart desires. You can ride on the road, flat track, you can take it out drag racing, but to be part of the Canadian National Superbike Series, you need to go and get your racing license, which is a one-day affair. It's not a very hard thing to do, and we can pretty much set you loose from there.
So this bike can actually be bought just to race on or just to ride on the street. It runs on regular high tests.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's one thing that we've really gone out of our way with this series. The motorcycle itself will run. You can put 87 or 94, whatever you want in it. Obviously higher is better.
I'd go for the 99 if you can find it.
Yeah, for sure. But what we've done with the series is we've made it so there's no engine modifications at all. So you can run any fuel, you can ride it anywhere. The bike will work fantastic in all situations, except pretty much on the dirt. So if you purchase the motorcycle and sign up to race, we will give you the package that comes to set you up to go racing. The front wheel, exhaust system, fuel pack, handlebars, there's a bunch of odds and ends. It's probably about pretty close to worth about $4,000.
And also a credit to get maybe riding gear, racing gear, helmet, whatever.
Exactly. Or if by chance you have a little fall down, you need to get some new handlebars or new anything else, you'll be able to purchase that through your retailer as well.
Hey, buddy. Hello.
Just a flash in my mind in the corner of sea. The lines in the road as vague as a dream, but I won't pull over. I just won't wait. The thought of you and I salivate. The smell of the rubber burns in my soul. Just the thrill of the speed takes control. No, I won't pull aside. I won't hesitate to take all your love. You got me feeling this way. Full throttle, baby.
What do you think of Dover?
Love it.
Having a good time?
Having an amazing time.
Who'd you come with?
Came with my boyfriend Bruce.
Your boyfriend Bruce? Which one? She's got like 6 guys over here watching her.
The tall one in the middle.
The tall one, that short, fat, tall, skinny guy?
Yeah, short, fat, tall, skinny guy. With all the tattoos.
Doing great. Heather, how are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you again after Atlanticade.
Yeah, it's wild seeing you at Fort Dover.
Back here, yeah.
Tell us who you are.
Laura Lang, and I'm with Parts Canada and Drag Specialties.
And what are you doing here at Friday the 13th?
We are actually here for the first time and doing a continuation of our national Best in Show competition that we started in Atlanticade in July.
Mm-hmm. There were some nice bikes out there. We were checking out the hardware.
Gorgeous bikes out there.
Very nice. So how does that work? The public gets to vote on their favorite bike in the crowd today?
Yeah, it's a People's Choice competition. It's a free entry for Best in Show. It's completely open class. It's more just in the spirit of being involved with the community. It's not a real serious show and shine competition as some are. It's just relaxed and fun. So the owners of the bikes can register their bike and they ID it, and people get to vote on the bikes that they like best. And in the end, there's a winner at this event at Atlanticade and at Gastown Show and Shine, which is coming up. And the three will do a national show-off or showdown on partscanada.com, where the people can vote then on their favorite bike for a national award.
Oh, very nice. Cash prizes, no trophies?
No trophies, no. It's all in parts credit. They get to actually buy parts for their bike.
That's great. We don't need trophies.
No.
Cash is king.
Cash is king.
Parts are good. What biker doesn't like parts?
What biker? You know what? I look at some of these bikes and I think These people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's something that they love. And you know, it's not money that they get back in a for sale value. It's money that they get back and rewarded in just their passion for what they're doing.
Oh, this is awesome.
This is all right, isn't it?
How long you been saving this spot for me?
Oh, an hour anyway.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was tardy. I was down there. What's your name?
Stuart Brown.
Stuart, and the lovely lady?
Linda Brown.
Oh, married couple? Ride in together? Are you on the back or are you on your own?
On the back.
You're on the back? Oh, there's no shame in that.
Better be safe than sorry.
That's true. How long you been riding, Stuart?
49 years.
Oh, a long time. You gonna have some kind of a 50th celebration?
I don't know about that.
Any road rash in those 49 years?
None.
Okay, we'll start with the easy questions.
Okay.
What's your name?
Ted Simmons.
Where are you from, Ted?
Etobicoke.
Etobicoke.
Yeah.
How long of a ride is that from here?
It's about just over an hour, something like that, ride.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I was looking for the iron butt guy, and it's not you. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
No problem.
How you liking the day?
Good, awesome day. No, it's a good turnout all the time. It's nice to see the bikes and beautiful women, and it's good. No, it's a good turnout every year.
Yeah, it's always great at Dover.
Yep.
Bikertv rocks!
Stick around for Bikertv's second annual Cruisin' for a Cause. Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in. Bikertv is proudly supported by Road Dog Asphalt, honest, reliable service. Chelsea Chimney Sweeps, sales, service, and installations. Triple X Choppers, cool customs and service in Ottawa. The Rat Shop, custom choppers, Harley-Davidson bikes, and parts. MotorcycleInsurance.ca, we insure your passion.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada.
The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin, and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Bikertv is proudly supported by McNeely and McNeely, legal services for riders by riders. BCOM, the British Columbia Coalition of Motorcyclists. Suicidal Cycles, your one-stop shop for all things custom. The Trev Dealey Motorcycle Exhibition, Vancouver, BC. The Great Canadian Bike Rally, Merritt, British Columbia. Welcome back to Bikertv. We're here at Bikertv headquarters in Princeton, Ontario, kicking off the second annual Bikertv Poker Run, Cruisin' for a Cause. It's October, it's 5 degrees, and it's pouring rain. Helmets off to the Harley Owners Group, the Iron Riders, and all of our hardcore friends for braving the element. Next stop, Brown's Country Corner. guys are pretty hardy. Good turnout
Yeah.
for such a miserable day.
It's going to just get better from here.
It is.
It's calling for sun.
30%.
No rain. The rain's quit.
Yeah.
It's warmed up to 5 or 6.
Could be the last.
5 or 6. It's good. It's
5
good.
or 6 is good.
Are you the 7 a.m. sign guy?
Oh, you might think that.
Who'd you off to get that gig?
Oh, I thought I was privileged.
Yes, it is a good thing. It is a good thing. Only a chosen few can be the sign guy.
That's right.
What's your name?
Phil.
Phil. Where are you from, Phil?
Next door to...
Are you the neighbor?
Yeah, I'm the neighbor right across the road.
See, if you move to Princeton, Princeton's
Yep.
Bikertv HQ.
There you are.
This guy can be your neighbor as well. The good news, the weather's starting to clear up. The bad news, leather takes forever to dry. Over the years, Bikertv's been privileged to support dozens of charities nationwide. At Bikertv, we feel that being a biker isn't just about the ride, it's about supporting worthy causes along the way. Next stop, Louis Pizza and Pasta in Ingersoll, home of the big Panzerotti. You rode down from Niagara Falls, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
What's your name, sir?
Kim.
Kim?
Yep.
Nice ride this morning?
Very wet.
Very wet.
Just considering wet.
Well, you
A
made
week
it.
ago, I was in 95-degree weather motorcycling in Colorado.
Oh, wow.
Well, you deserve a good card.
Well, so far I've got a 10 and a 4.
Tell me about the WDDS.
Well, we're very pleased about the bike run. It helps us out a lot. Our agency supports people with developmental disabilities, and the money from today will go to help support some of the programs and services that we have for people. So
good stuff. What kind of programs?
Well, we have a number of different things that we offer to people: day programs, employment programs, accommodation, and sometimes ministry funding just isn't enough. So this kind of fundraising helps us to do those little extras. One project in particular is a teen camp that we run over the summer for teenagers who are 13 to 19 who need a summer program. So that's what some of the money will go for.
Next stop, the Drumbo Pub, home of the Pete Burger.
My name's Six.
Where are you from?
Dodgeville.
Oh, yeah? Speaking of ink, the ear tattoo probably hurts.
Yeah.
A little bit?
I had
Ear
a
shot. poker run wrapped back at Bikertv HQ. The neighbors fired up the barbecue and hooked us up with some burgers and tube steak while we rocked out to our friends 3/4 Stone. Many thanks to Laidlaw Transport, 3/4 Stone, and the Princeton community. See you next year for the 3rd annual Cruisin' for a Cause. Next week on Biker TV, we're back at the Dealey Motorcycle Exhibition in Vancouver. We're heading to Hamilton to take part in the Chapman Charity Ride, and we're going to Calgary, Alberta to hang out with our good friends at Universal Cycle. Special thanks to Suck Bang Blow, Ontario's ultimate biker bar. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Hips Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service.
Well, baby, she's in love with a man.